Okay, so this would be Abundant Staff Part 2. The phone I was using had an unfortunate software update, which was horrible timing, was the heart of this description. So this will be Abundant Staff Part 2, starting now. Where I left off right now, I was talking about the black tektite, then I was going straight into the rose quartz right here with the moon cycles. So, rose quartz, of course, being a lovely classic pink ray chakra stimulant, is a very fantastic love frequency, well notarized in the human field, the morphic human field of humanity. And what's important about these rose quartz right here is it has the moon cycles from the waxing and the waning on both sides, obviously. Yeah, I hope I got it. You can't really tell. I think so. To be always in flux and balance with the ebb and flow of life, to maintain abundance no matter what, is the intentional aspect of having the ebb and flow of the moon cycle, and to, of course, be in synchronization with the natural phenomena that is the celestial body of our moon. Then, right now, next to that would be clear calcite. So everything I discuss on this blade-facing scene right here will be identical to over here. We're in perfect as possible balance, just as a quick preface. Then, right here, clear calcite makes a very fantastic full clearing capacity phyromental composition that will clear any energy from top to bottom in very, very successful fashion. So it's a fantastic aspect too, of course, to have a full clearing of energy that will be naturally in blocking the abundance ratio, such as the focused polarity of green calcite, to serve as a tremendous heart chakra clearer that would be in the way of abundance in these aspects. Then right here on both sides, see next to the Flower Life clear quartz, obviously clear quartz, blade face with the Flower Life, perhaps the most famous and powerful sacred geometric symbol that is the building blocks of creation right there, seen in everything. Then having the lightning, fulgurite, attached to both sides makes a very intensive, full light body activation. Literally the power of lightning striking sand is contained in this frequency. So that makes a very powerful, full light body stimulant, as well as the utilization by the shamans and medicine women or medicine men of old, being a very powerful chakra, or basically spiritual prayer accelerant back to spirit. So having that termination right here next to clear quartz makes a very powerful amplification. Then right here on both sides is also oceanic calcite. So this was tumbled by the ocean for thousands or hundreds of years, literally God knows. But the big purpose is white calcite by itself is another, just like clear calcite, fantastic full spectrum clear of stagnant energy from top to bottom. Yet this was actually tumbled by the ocean. So the oceanic imprintation of clearing, that is Mother Ocean, has been very well formulated in this frequency seen right here. Then seen right here is the lovely, famous, and quite in vogue, shungite. Shungite is a very fantastic black-gray carbon-based full purification agent from top to bottom, a lovely transmuter of negativity into positivity, and a very fantastic 5G EMF mitigator to purify man-made vibrations from modern technology into positive frequencies that would naturally harm our subtle DNA. Then right here is a very special component of the love currency in a heavy augmentation state. This love currency was commissioned by the lovely Wizard of Sedona, Mr. Stephen A. Ross, and seen on both sides with love, in love, and through love. Then over here is a beautiful heart, an open mind, and a humble spirit. So those timeless aspects of a message that is literally timeless, never go out of style, obviously, some things never do, is this message of great notoriety that was greatly convicted for him to commission into existence. So naturally, I've had the privilege of making many renditions of energetic perimeters around this particular love currency for a very heavy augmentation, to have that message be very well intensified through, once again, a very ambitious structure. So the aspect of the miracle ratio around love currency seen right here would be the full stimulation of the light body, starting with ruby, golden healer quartz as a gold white light Christ frequency subcapacitation agent. Then, like I said, ruby, root chakra, carnelian, sacrum, golden healer quartz, tiger's eye, solar plexus, golden healer quartz, peridot, third and fourth chakra, golden healer quartz, emerald, heart chakra, golden healer quartz, and aquamarine, fourth and fifth chakra, golden healer quartz, lapis lazuli, fifth and sixth, golden healer quartz, and then sapphire, fifth and sixth once again, Then golden helium quartz, then this is actually Orlite 23, a very special variety of amethyst that actually has 23 different minerals in the composition. Then golden helium quartz, then to rose quartz, the pink ray high heart love frequency, quite famous in Mineral Kingdom. Then golden helium quartz, then into cinnabar. Cinnabar, the quintessential frequency of sorcery, or I guess you could say theurgy or quantum matter manipulation, is seen right here in this miracle ratio as well. Then above that is a lovely, amazing white ray scolecite, a true stone of divinity, as far as I'm concerned, being a very lovely stimulant of the 6th and 7th chakras and 8th and non-physical chakras back to the Godhead. Then this section is quite critical for the whole functionality of this entire ambitious project, is the stability features of red jasper to stabilize the earth root chakra, fire agate to stabilize the fire elemental aspects of solar plexus, sacrum, and base chakra, then moss green agate to stabilize the heart chakra, and the water frequency green ray to stabilize the heart, then blue lace agate to stabilize the 5th chakra, water elemental frequency, then grape agate to stabilize the purple ray 6th and 7th wind elemental composition. So the aspect of why it's so important to have earth, fire, water, wind all in a stabilized fashion is to, of course, stabilize the terrestrial elements of the natural morphic field and have that balance being part of the whole continuity of equilibrium. So those guys actually played rather critical roles in many complex light tech devices to have the stabilization of earth, fire, water, and wind as a part of the back subdrop of the back routine. And then right here is charite. Charite's a very fantastic wind elemental, dharmic accelerant, obviously crown chakra stimulant, and a very powerful dharmic accelerant, much like Multify, to bring harmony and continuity of the higher realms into physical manifestation. Then right here is infinitite. Infinitite's a fantastic variety of serpentine that is a very powerful kundalini stimulant of the entire chakra column, as well as the aspect of decrystallizing any kind of habitual scarcity patterns from the base chakra, the solar plexus, and the sacrum, and then the heart, which is a very paramount, powerful way to dismantle the abundance of lack frequency that would be playing itself out in its own special crystalline format. Then right here is the amazing Seraphinite. Seraphinite is an incredible master healer of this age that obviously is a green ray chakra structure right there, but also works as a tremendous healing agent for the entire chakra column, bringing heavy seraphic influence to the entire cellular level, which is a very powerful agent to dismantle patterns of disease in all varieties possible. Then right here is Sunstone. Sunstone is quite the beneficent stone utilized always in the abundance ratio to be more the yang opposed to the reception. So Sunstone's a very fantastic sunny energy of the sacrum and solar plexus that makes a very sunny, positive inner disposition, which is to feel good, is to emanate good, is also to attract good things. So that's where the aspect of abundance comes into, like the blessing of Sunstone, to be the more like the yang projection counterbalance to the yin reception of the green ray. Then right here on both sides is Prehnite, the very tip of the blade face itself. Prehnite is an incredible stone of what I consider to be the Raphael force crystallized, to be an impeccable attunement to the 3rd and 4th chakras, to connect the energy of the entire structure to the Raphael force, the great healer, Clohan of the green ray, as well as being a very powerful master healer in its own right too, based on natural Raphael resonance. So very fantastic soother of energy as well. So before I go any further, I'll discuss the primary core of the oak next to the selenite, the special goodies in here. So down here is a lovely quartzite, literally right from over there in my backyard, from a natural river that goes right there, which is a nice little Shasta imprintation. Then right here is Sedona red rock from my favorite spot in the vortices of Sedona, which of course has a very heavy iron-based concentration, hence it oxides red, to be a very strong grounding element. Then above that is a substantially large piece of fulgurite, once again petrified lightning, at the very apex of the device, making a very powerful lightning force frequency. Let's see, and I'm going to readjust it down here, get to the apex right here. So, let's see, I'm going to make sure she behaves so I can hold her steady. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so this right here, of course, is actually serpentine from Mount Shasta, quite literally from that part of my backyard right there, being a very powerful full Kundalini chakra stimulant. Then right here is aquamarine in a larger, nicer dose of the Blu-ray cousin to emerald to be a very powerful fourth and fifth chakra stimulant. Then right here is Larimar. Larimar is an incredible fifth and sixth chakra stimulant that actually brings a great amount of water and fire balance to the field, as well as a very powerful oasis of calm generator that brings extreme soothing clarity, as well as a very impeccable way to project the fifth chakra, particularly for any aspect of counselors or, I guess, practitioners who must use their voice in a very clear, concise manner. That's why that isn't the apex of the blade band in that particular sequence. Now I'm going to flip it on over to describe something very special. So at the very apex of this side of the blade band right here is star argonite. Star argonite is an incredible calcium-based full light body stimulator, as well as dismantler of any impediments from the Earth stars to the Soul Star, anything in between, and rapidly but gently clears these patterns that be impeding a natural, fully healthy light body from top to bottom. So it is truly a master healer of this age, particularly in employment with such a complicated subroutine of all these frequencies working together. So that would be the basic crystalline structure just about fully described. Then right here, oh, I did forget something rather important. Down here by the celestial quartz is a very powerful variety of fire energy stone named zincite. Zincite is inherently a very powerful, intensive lower three chakra stimulant that is perhaps the most powerful solar plexus, sacrum, and base chakra stimulant in the mineral kingdom, of being a cardinal fire energy that actually is rather volatile by itself, I must confess, much like moldavite, but in a proper subroutine makes a very powerful dynamic tool to really make intensive stimulation to the lower three chakras, particularly when such a ambitiously high vibratory project is in the works. That is when, of course, they can be employed very successfully and very safely to, of course, and to really fortify and intensify the entire broadband of the lower three chakras. Okay, so I did forget about that guy, but now that's been taken care of. And that would be everything besides the last parts I'm saving intentionally. Okay, so the aspect I'm saving intentionally that's core of this device for very last just about would be the aspect of the selenite seen right here. So selenite by itself is a very amazing 6th, 7th, 8th, all the non-physical chakras back to one's higher self Godhead, clearer, as well as clearing any densities from the auric field from top to bottom. Any densities get rapidly cleared by selenite. But where they truly shine in any spirit tool is the capacity to actually harmonize all these frequencies seen thus far, running through the circuit, then to purify all these in a reactive circuit, then to amplify. So you take the trifecta of the purification of all these frequencies mentioned thus far, the harmonization to ensure they're all in perfect continuity, balance, pitch while maintaining order, then the amplification. That makes for a truly powerful dynamic trifecta for any given spirit tool. Hence, the selenite is of the essence of just any operational system. Another thing that's very relevant too, that has been saved for last for context purposes, is the employment of the kyanite spectrums. So, seen right here is blue kyanite. Blue kyanite is a very powerful 6th, 7th crown chakra, as well as third eye chakra stimulant of higher neural pathway. Sorry, I'm getting befuddled now. Whew. It's a lot to talk about, obviously, so keeping this all straight and linear and rational is quite demanding at times to describe the entire mechanism of such a complex device and what it means also at a more comprehensive scope and scale. So I gotta take a deep breath and restart, obviously. Because basically, this part one, of course, was actually going very well. Then the software update kicked on the phone, which kind of threw off my flow. And so I've yet to fully recover from the fumble of my phone shutting off during the first video. Anyhow, that's a little, transparency for everybody whoever watches this. So blue kyanite, seen right here, is a very powerful transference agent. So kyanite in general is the most powerful reactive transferable aspects of energy throughout the mineral kingdom. So blue kyanite, seen right here, very powerful Blu-ray third eye stimulant. Black kyanite is actually employed in between each of the typical four I utilize, which is be blue, green, orange, and black. because the extra black kyanite serves as a tremendous further contingency to be a very strong ground point into Earth, to be a surge protector, to ensure the contact patch of all this excessive complicated frequency gets a strong contact patch into the Earth. So it'll be blue kyanite, black kyanite, green kyanite, black kyanite, orange kyanite, black kyanite. So back to green kyanite makes a very fantastic bridge of energy through the heart chakra to all modalities. Then black kyanite makes a very fantastic grounding of energy through the earth. Then orange kyanite makes a very fantastic sacrum bridging very rapidly. And black kyanite, like I mentioned a few times now, grounds through the earth very quickly in a very auto-regulatory feature. So the aspect of using the four spectrums of kyanite use available also serves another etheric Teflon layer that always auto-fluctuates and always buffers and calibrates to one's highest good, even in situational context. Wow. Okay, I believe that actually is the entire composition of the crystalline structure of a very ambitious project that has a Lightblade staff name Abundance. So I'll go ahead and stand up with it now to kind of really show off its notoriety of how it's supposed to function. So the aspect 2, about 6 feet tall, it has its own independent grounding point, so that doesn't have to run through my system to get to the Earth, but actually has its own independent ground point, seen right here, to make a very powerful resonant tap point into Mother Earth, with a very, very complicated subroutine. And there's one aspect too about the focalizers I will mention right now too, at the end. So this right here is titanium aura quartz. Titanium aura quartz is a very, very powerful pressure-coated quartz mineral that actually has titanium that runs through the entire system very aggressively, very powerful, to be another layer of etheric invincibility. Then right here is Tibetan black quartz. Tibetan black quartz is a very fantastic stone from Tibet that has a very powerful Om resonant frequency naturally because it comes from Tibet, a place in the world that has had unbroken spiritual discipline for thousands of years. So it's also the carbon inclusions actually are quite mysterious of the black in there that are not quite quantified on our periodic table. So scientists haven't quite ruled out what the black inclusions are, which it makes it pretty cool, mysterious. It makes a very powerful full higher chakra stimulant while grounding the earth simultaneously, making a very powerful expansion grounding cord while the higher realms. So it's a perfect two-way full light body activator master healer for that purpose as well. Then right here are very, very, very special specimens of Seraphos green quartz that are actually rather rare, and I only have had one in my custody in my tenure of obsessive crystalline utilization. And so the fact that I was presented two of these for this obviously green ray, very powerful, potent frequency device of green quartz for the focalizers was rather auspicious and kind of obvious evidence of providence. And there they are. Seraphos green quartz, a very powerful seraphic emanation, much like seraphinite right here, from one cave in Greece called Seraphos, and it's very, very powerful heart green ray soothing frequency. So these guys having these here is rather opulent and very auspicious for the true rock nerd such as myself. Then the very end of this focalizing pitch right here would be Lemurian clear quartz to be the lovely Lemurian influence of the very end of the focalizers to take the entire figure eight of this whole construct and give it a more sharp focus for broadcast, particularly with intentional wielding, is seen right here with the Lemurian quartz, which works as a neutral, clear resonant that will work very well in tandem with the recipient's consciousness. So back to that. So this would be the Lightblade staff of abundance, mentioned in great notoriety. And its primary intention, of course, is to be a very, very powerful, opulent emanation of the abundance spectrum, the most ambitious variety possible, to serve the wielder well as he serves creation with maximum effort, and to walk the path with true abundance, more than just fiscal, but the true abundance of all aspects of creation and all the gifts of creation wants to offer us all the time. That is our birthright. So, that would be a Lightblade staff named Abundance, unfortunately in two parts of a video, but they are all notarized, all there, and so this would be the entirety of the staff described. Well, I pray everybody has a wonderful day and 1,000 blessings and a very abundant time in life. Aho.